两个太阳是有没有看错啊？有网友在网站的留言板上写着标题：今天我朋友去海堤跑步时拍到的。内文就是这张在澎湖拍到两个太阳的照片，引发了网友的复杂讨论。有人说有两个太阳，难怪这澎湖紫外线特别强，夏天也特别强。
Ali tem outro, gente, eu tô mostrando, ó. Um ali e outro ali, ó. Vocês acham que só tem um só aqui em Nova York? Ali, Mas não tô mentindo, né? Say hi. Parece muito pessoal. Sóis. Ali, ó. Ali tem os sóis. Ali tem outro, gente, eu tô mostrando, ó. Um ali e outro ali, ó. Vocês acham que vocês só tem um só aqui em Nova York? Ali,
Here I am out here in September, and as you can see, there's obviously a really very clear planet that is right north of the sun. And wow, I would love to say it was the moon, but since the moon happens to be right here on the opposite side, there's no way it is. And since we all have been taught in school that Mercury and Venus do not show up, oh, just look at that planet just beaming and shining right now. Somebody tell me what it is. Thank you.
Our sun has an identical twin at 184 light years away, as a scientist reported the clone of our sun formed from the same gas cloud as our host star, also about 4.6 billion years ago. The sun's twin sister is known as HD 186302. It might sound weird that our sun has a clone, but identical stars are not uncommon in the universe. Particularly, there are suns which form from the same star nursery at the same time. The same happened with HD 186302. It developed from the same gas cloud as our sun around 4.6 billion years ago, along with other celestial bodies in the universe. Some theoretical calculations show that there is a non-negligible probability that life spread from Earth to other planets or exoplanetary systems during the period of the late heavy bombardment. If we are lucky and our sibling candidate has a planet, and the planet is a rocky type in the habitable zone, and finally if this planet was contaminated by the life seeds from Earth, then we have what one could dream a second Earth orbiting the second sun. If so, then perhaps we can find a way to peer further into the existence of such a place. Maybe one day we'll be holidaying in these far off yet similar places. Who knows?
вами эффект двойного солнца. Природное явление. И в этот перепад температур как раз вот и получается такое природное явление, раздвоение солнца. Ну вот, все, пошел спад температуры где-то на 4-5 градусов. Машина сразу начала работать по-другому. По-другому работает двигатель, по-другому работает трансмиссия на машине. Если будем говорить перед этим километра за 2, если остановиться на 5-10 минут, то баллоны на колесах машины превращаются как бы в башмак. И при трогании с места начинается эффект подскока. Как будто вы на лошади едете, а не на машине. Поэтому в такие температуры желательно не останавливаться, а проходить такие места отскоком. Теперь мы с вами наблюдаем туманный эффект. Минус 55 градусов за бортом. Мы находимся в районе реки Дитрин. Большая влажность, и поэтому солнце кажется большим огненным шаром. Мы даже наблюдаем как будто огненную оболочку вокруг солнца.
A zoomed in video of whatever this is. Here's the sun there, there's my weird, and here's this thing right in our sky, whatever this is. It's something red over it. I don't know what that is. That's not my film glare. That's not my film glare. Here's our sun. Here's our second sun. Here's our sun. Here's our second sun. No, you know, here's what I was thinking. I could talk. Could this possibly be a sun from a different dimension? You know how, you know, they're saying we're moving into the sixth dimension or whatnot, or the fifth, the fourth, fifth, whatever, whichever one. I don't really follow it, but I'm just trying to, you know, verify, make a few people happy. But could this be another sun from a different dimension? Am I peering in to a different dimension right now by looking at this sun, or am I actually seeing this? Yeah, like I said, I'm not scared. It's not scaring me. It's just really tripping. I'm zoned in with my camera right now. I'm laying on my grass. I pan everywhere just to kind of show you guys that this isn't trickery or anything. And then I show you guys the red speck right there. That's my film glare. Okay? That's the glare from the camera or whatever. This is actually something in our solar system. Okay, this is no joke right now as I speak. You understand what I'm saying? This is some real, because I caught it. You know, I haven't seen any video like the one I'm recording today. Hold on, let me show you guys something. Sir, check this out. If I could just have a second of your time. If I could just have a second of your time. Oh no? Okay, no problem. Sorry. Well, he didn't want. That's apartment 2. Apartment 5. Upstairs. Well, he didn't want to see anything. He's too stuck in the matrix, stuck in the system, You know, I was just going to simply ask him to look at this thing here. If he would have seen it, it probably would have freaked him out. But literally, there are 2 suns in the sky right now. There are 2 suns in the sky, and then something over this second sun. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it a second sun.
What you're seeing right here is like this rainbow colored white spot, and the sun is right over here. What the hell is that thing? Alaska. Beautiful and weird.
Nossa, que coisa de doido. Primeira vez que eu vejo isso. 2 sol, pessoal. 1, 2. Na Bíblia tá isso daqui. No Apocalipse tá. Vou mostrar dentro da minha casa. Né, Sarinha?
A mãe não atende o telefone, amor, pra me falar com ela.
Vou mostrar aqui na janela da cozinha. O pessoal ver.
2 sol, viu, amor? Isso vai acontecer no mundo inteiro isso. No mundo inteiro isso vai acontecer, só que os que estiver dormindo não vão ver. Os que estiver deitado em frente da televisão.
Ó, vou mostrar bem afastado pro pessoal ver, ó. 2 sols.
Tá acabando já.
Quando eu falo que Jesus tá voltando, ninguém acredita.
Uau. E vai fechando. Ele tá fazendo um formato de arco-íris, né? Não tá, mãe?
Nossa, eu nunca vi isso na minha vida, cara.
Mãe do sol.
Estamos aqui em Londres, na janela da minha casa. Estamos aqui vendo 2 sols.
O outro tá acabando, amor. E os iluminatinhos estão passando as coisinhas deles em volta, né?
É isso. Isso não passa na TV, né? As coisas.
Você pegou os 2 sol?
Peguei.
Mas não,
Valeu, galera. Tô encerrando esse vídeo aí pra vocês verem aí que
mas não tem tudo.
o que tá na Bíblia é verdadeiro. Um abraço pra todos, fique com Deus.
Bevor das Video losgeht, möchte ich an dieser Stelle nochmal darauf hinweisen und euch auch dazu motivieren, selber weiter Nachforschung anzustellen und es nicht nur dabei zu belassen, ein Video zu gucken. Just do it. Immer wenn ich denke, es geht nicht mehr verrückter, belehren mich neue Entdeckungen eines Besseren. Ich bin auf einen sehr ernsten, erschreckenden Fund gestoßen, der sich nach bisheriger Überprüfung zu bewahrheiten scheint. Weltweit scheinen künstliche Sonnen bzw. Sonnensimulatoren im Einsatz zu sein. Ein neues Puzzleteil, das nicht nur Fragen aufwirft, sondern auch Antworten gibt. Einige von euch sind sicher auch schon bei ihren Nachforschungen auf Beiträge gestoßen, die multiple Sonnen zeigten oder mehrere Lichtquellen am Himmel. Waren das etwa die künstlichen Sonnen? Wer angefangen hat, den Himmel zu beobachten, dem wird vermutlich auch aufgefallen sein, dass sich die größte Konzentration an Chemtrails immer vor der Sonne befindet. Die Sonne ist vollkommen in einen Chemieschleier gehüllt. Oft sah es abends so in Deutschland aus, wenn man einen Sonnenuntergang beobachtet hat. Ich habe gerade im Jahr 2017 sehr viele Fotos vom Himmel und der Sonne gemacht. Dabei entstanden Fotos, in denen das Licht der Sonne eher wie von einem Projektor projiziert aussah. Entscheidet selber. Es scheint, als sollten die groß angelegten Chemtrail-Sprühaktionen unter anderem diese künstlichen Sonnen vor unseren Augen verstecken, da sonst viel zu schnell klar werden würde, dass dies nicht die echte Sonne ist. Unsere echte Sonne scheint zu sterben und durch technologischen Fortschritt soll dies vertuscht werden, um eine Massenpanik zu verhindern. In Matthäus 24, Vers 29 heißt es: Aber nach der Trübsal derselben Zeit werden Sonne und Mond den Schein verlieren und Sterne werden vom Himmel fallen und die Kräfte der Himmel werden sich bewegen. Durchforstet man die einschlägigen Patentarchive von Google, stößt man bei seinen Nachforschungen auf ein sehr interessantes Patent bzw. unterschiedliche sehr interessante Patente, die sich möglicherweise derzeit im Einsatz befinden oder noch weiterentwickelt worden sind. Ich werde hier einmal kurz ein paar Patente, die ich zu dem Thema gefunden habe, einblenden. Die Links findet ihr in der Beschreibung. Viel Erfolg beim Durchstöbern. Bei meinen weiteren Untersuchungen bin ich dann auch auf die Casey Station oder Casey Station im östlichen Teil der Antarktis gestoßen. Deren Webcams sind öffentlich einsehbar und auch dort fand ich frische Hinweise zu der schwarzen Sonne. Auf der Website gibt es auch eine Sektion häufig gestellte Fragen, wo unter anderem auch das Phänomen der schwarzen Sonne erläutert wird. Die Regierung sagt dazu Folgendes: Gelegentlich kann ein schwarzer Kreis oder eine andere unregelmäßige Form in den Webcam-Bildern vor der Sonne erscheinen. Digitale Webcams verfügen über Bildsensoren, die Licht in ein elektronisches Signal umwandeln. Der Mittelpunkt der Sonne ist sehr hell und es kann den Sensor überfordern. Wenn dies geschieht, schwärzt die Kamerasoftware den Bereich, um den Sensor zu schützen und zeigt schwarze Pixel in dem Bereich an. Klar. Einem normalen Besucher möge dies als Antwort genügen, doch das reichte mir nicht. Wir wissen ja, dass sie das mit der Wahrheit oft nicht so genau nehmen. Ich habe mir dann die Seite etwas genauer angeschaut und herausgefunden, dass es seit mindestens dem 30. August 2010 dort öffentliche Webcams im Einsatz sind und die Meldung bezüglich der Anomalie mit dem schwarzen Punkt, die wurde aber auch erst im November 2011 hinzugefügt. Wäre dies tatsächlich ein normales Phänomen, hätte man diese zusätzliche Info doch sofort von Beginn an dort stehen gehabt, oder etwa nicht? Die Webcam-Technologie wurde ja nicht erst 2010 das erste Mal eingesetzt, also sollte das ja bereits vorher bekannt gewesen sein. Man könnte jetzt voreilig schlussfolgern, dass die möglicherweise erste künstliche Sonne seit 2011 im Einsatz ist. Es fehlen aber noch zu viele Details, um da jetzt eine sichere Aussage machen zu können. Die Patente sind aus dem Jahre 1966, vergesst das nicht. Das sind mehr als 50 Jahre, die uns von diesem Jahr trennen. Im Anschluss folgen jetzt noch ein paar unkommentierte Aufnahmen zu dem Thema, die ich euch noch zeigen wollte. Viel Spaß und viel Erfolg beim selber forschen.
larger than life.
The wicked flows like the Augen, a banger exclusive. Come on, let's move it. Come on, let's move it.
Larger than life.
The wicked flows like the Augen, a banger exclusive. Come on, let's move it. Come on, let's move it.
Just a kind of a bobo picture of the sun simulator. Okay, so here we have our sun. This is the device manufactured by Bausch & Lomb and Lockheed Martin. So basically what it does is takes our sun that has moved far away from the orbit where the sun's rays and heat no longer give valuable, stuff towards the Earth, as it's moved far away outside an elliptical orbit, who knows? Or maybe another planet has passed in front of it and stole its thunder. Who knows the reason why they would put up a sun simulator, but everyone's noticing that what's in the sky right now isn't the same as the others. It burns white, it burns hotter, and no one wants to go out in the sun anymore. How it's not torching all the plant life yet is beyond me. Maybe they're spraying something within the chemtrails that's keeping the plants alive. Some type of chlorophyll, or who knows. But anyway, this is the sun. This is the sun's rays projecting into this like cathode ray tube. Well, it has this receiver here, and this cathode ray tube that projects, enhances the sun's rays and projects them on, like, people think it's a spinning glass center. Some people say it's round, some people say it's square. I think that's when sometimes with certain cameras, when you point the camera at this, what we think is the sun, you're getting this outside lens array, but sometimes you get that black center, and sometimes it looks like it's spinning. I think that's what that is right there. It's basically the mirror that reflects the cathode rays tubes and then spins them in a high speed rate, so it's sending pulsated rays across this lens array. Excuse me. I didn't mean to do that. It's sending pulsated rays across this lens array, and then it projects down to the earth and looks like a sun. Now, what I'm about to show you is a sunset video taken at about 500 feet with my drone. I think I get a reflection of this, the cathode ray. Okay? Here we go. Alright, let me, hold on one sec. Let me shrink that video back down for a second. Play it. Oh, you can't fast forward from there. So, I'm gonna just try to guesstimate where it is in the video. Hold on. I'm gonna let it play from about here. I'm gonna speed up the video just a hair so it's not completely boring. But at a point, you're going to see the lens flares pointing down. You're going to see a red lens flare, a blue lens flare. You might even see some patterns in the lens flares. Then you're going to see this green lens flare come up from the bottom that has a weird round top and a cone shape. I think that lens flare is a reflection of the cathode ray. Basically, it's a trigger, a gun, that absorbs the rays from the top and shoots them out a trigger, a funneled trigger. It's almost the way cathode ray tube televisions were made. I have a background in electronics, and the concept of a CRT, the old televisions we used to have that had that, glass front and the heavy picture tube, they work the same way the sun simulator does. It blasts rays through a funneled tube to enhance the power. It's called a cathode ray tube or a trigger, and that is exactly what the sun simulator is, just at a larger scale. Okay, so I think by now you guys have probably seen the green funneled lens flare. Totally bizarre. Totally bizarre. So now after you've seen it on here on the video, now let's try to go back to remember you've seen it now, and it looks a lot like this. Did it not? Did it not look a lot like that? Well, that's a cathode ray trigger, which is part of the sun simulator. I'm going to give a shout out to Richie from Boston because he did an extensive video on this. Go to his channel, Richie from Boston, subscribe to his channel. He's up to date on all awesome news, not fake news, awesome news. News you need to know. News that the general media isn't going to talk about. And if I could model my channel after him, I would. Guy's got it going on. Okay, so anyway, he does an extensive video on this and explains this in more detail. But I'm sure that lens flare I got, that reflection lens flare, was this. But anyway, this has been Donnie of Daytona, and it's been my pleasure to serve you. God bless. Hey! No barking! Look at this chemtrail haze. So now I'm showing you what the chemtrails look like from the ground. It makes the sun look like this huge glow. Well, look what happens when you get above it. Hold on. No. Daddy's recording. Stop barking. No barking. You want a pepperoni? Yeah. You want a pepperoni? Sorry guys, I'll be right with you. Just look at that though. I'm pretty high up. I'm not going to disclose my altitude, but I had to get above that chemtrail mess. This video is amazing, guys. You'll see. This video is downright amazing because at the end of it, this sun simulator, and it's obviously some simulator because it's octagon shaped. See, it's octagon shaped. They were trying to hide it with these low-lining chemtrails, and what happens is it projects an image through the chemtrails onto my neighborhood, and I get a totally spherical projection of a rainbow. You watch. But for now, while you're watching and enjoying this, I am going to let you guys hear my new mega mix. It's awesome. I really, really like it. Hold on. Whoops. Music. Check this out. I know I said I was going to go to the lighthouse, but when this happened this morning, I had to put some time towards this. I will go to the lighthouse in the next couple days. I'm going to do research on Ponce de Leon, so it's going to be a complete video. It should be really good. I mean, someone that was looking for the Fountain of Youth, I need to learn about him. And he was a Mason, and he was an alchemist. Alchemy really interests me, guys. If you want to see a movie that depicts it perfectly, watch a movie called As Above, So Below. It's kick butt. I'm really proud of this song. There it is. You can almost start to see it, the 360-degree rainbow. See, there's a part of it there, part of it there. I don't realize it yet, but once I do, it's towards the end of the video. There's part of it. See it? That's a projection through the chemtrails, and it's casting a... look at, and there's even a center to it. Come on, guys. Look at the center. Look at the round, spherical rainbow. It's projecting through the chemtrails. And look, they're trying to chemtrail the crap out of this stuff to hide it. And it's just not happening, baby. I got the drone up high today. I pulled all the extra weight off of it so it doesn't get picked up on radar, so I can blast it up high. It was high. I'm not gonna tell you high. I don't want to give myself away, but you can tell it's pretty high. I'm so happy. This is a great video. From the moon to the simulator to the rainbow over my neighborhood. It was almost like it was meant for me. Starting to drop altitude. Because if I get too higher than the cell towers, I lose connection for stability, because it works off cellular connection. It says satellite, but it's cellular. was like dubstep beat. I was jamming this in my car earlier and someone was like, that's an awesome song. Who is that? And I said, me, baby. Yeah, that. See that red lens flare right above the simulator? It's like it doesn't move. It's like a red halo or something. You see it? Watch when I turn back towards the sun. Oh, I'm coming down into the chemtrails because you can actually see what people see from the ground. They see this just huge glow. See these nice people driving to work? There's part of the rainbow. That's what I was talking about, guys. There's part of the rainbow, and then I back up so you can see the whole thing. Watch. There's part of it, and how is it significant that it goes right over my house? There's the other part of it. It's a perfect circle, too, guys. See, I'm going to go up in altitude and show you. Look at it. Isn't that amazing that there's a rainbow right over my house? How crazy is that? I'm blown away. Blown away. And it even has a center. Did you see the center? It has like a circle right over my house and a center. Birdies. Another birdie. The birds don't want to get near this device. The motors are super strong. I'll cut a bird's wing off with my drone by accident. I wouldn't want to, but they know not to get close. Because I've cut my finger once and it hurt. It sliced right through my finger. The motors turn and they have power. That's why they can push through all this wind and whatnot. Lou the cat knows. He's got a decent drone. He knows how powerful those motors are. Right, Lou? I was looking at your Mavic, bro. Your Mavic Pro. I was just at Best Buy looking at it. It's a nice drone, man. For $1,000, it's a nice drone. I have about 1,000 into the drones I use. Each of them are about $350. My Parrot's $600 because I have the Sky Controller. And then I have the two hub stands. They're about $300 a piece. So I spent probably about the same as you. But I also had the Phantom 3 Professional that I crashed because I got hacked mid-flight, changed my password and everything mid-flight. I couldn't even log back on it, and I could see it flying away. It was so upsetting. I don't even know where it landed, or even if it did land. I just can't get over that. It's a projection of a rainbow, but it's coming off the projection of the sun simulator through the chemtrails. You know what I'm saying? There must be a lot of condensation in those chemtrails, and it like refracts the image with water crystallines or something. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? My house is right there, and this thing is like right over it. Is it a sign? I don't know, but it still seems like it was meant for me, doesn't it? So crazy. So nuts.
And that's the center right there. Look at the colorful rainbow center. How can something be projecting a circular rainbow with a center? Like, I don't get it. Our normal sun could never do this. Trust me. It's never happened. Ever. I think I'm coming in for a landing, guys. Getting towards the end of my song also. If that's not a sun simulator, I don't know what is. Look at the rainbow projections coming off the kind of the streak lens flares. Rainbow. Look at that. Look at that perfect circular rainbow projected from a sun simulator through condensation chemtrails. I was scared to be outside. These chemtrails are coming so close to the ground. I know I was breathing them in.
So ladies and gentlemen, what I'm showing you here, and I'm going to show you later in the video, a slowed down time lapse of the spinning cube of the sun simulator. I've said it before in other videos, I just want to show you in slow motion. Now I'll go into much greater detail of what we're looking at in the corroborating evidence. This indeed is a cube. It is the black dot that we see in our cameras. This is slowed down to 1/4 speed of the actual video. I'll show you this blindingly white. I've asked the YouTube subscriber to show me what kind of camera, how it was zoomed in, if any filters were used. It doesn't look like any filters were used. But she is looking right down the barrel of the sun simulator. Hello everyone, this is Nibiru Watcher. It is July 9th, 2017. I am on Eva Healy's YouTube channel, and she captured something that really grabbed my attention about the sun simulator. So I'm just going to get right into it, because this further backs up everything we've known so far, and this was very revealing video of the sun simulator. Let's just watch. So it looks like we have a spinning cubical mirror in the air. I'm just going to continue watching this whole thing. 1 minute, 17 seconds. A spinning mirror. I believe we also have a lens in front of it, which helps focus this energy. I believe we're looking through the lens and directly in line with this dot. The alignment that this person has is very rare to be looking right down the barrel of the Sun Simulator Fresnel lens, which is a spinning mirror. This coincides with everything I've videotaped so far. Pretty amazing. Let's look at the other more also collaborating evidence that goes with this. So here is some photographs I've been sitting on from a subscriber, and I'm sorry I forgot your name, but I didn't have enough collaboration to be able to use these photos. If you are watching this, please tell me. I will give you the credit. So let's just watch some of these photos that appeared from this mirror on someone's garage. You are the lucky person that this thing goes through and scans, goes across the earth. Look at this progression of photos. Look at this thing rotate. This is again black and white photos of the same mirror as it's rotating on this person's garage. Here are some more photos. We can see the lines on this giant, actually apparently not too big. We can see as this mirror is revolving, look that it's basically yellow in nature. Wouldn't that be gold reflectors? Here we have another one. I'm going to quickly go through. We can see this will totally collaborate with everything we've seen so far. So I'm going to put never mind that. These are taken from the house. This is as it first started coming through looks like a sunrise. And then here we could see the square sun. And these aren't as compelling. And then we have one last one here. Again, if you're the one that whoever done this, I forgive me for not remembering who had sent these photos, but I did save them. Thank you very much. Again, this is the same spinning Fresnel lens on an infrared telescope. This mirror would be basically cool, spinning. How was it mounted there? I have probably a double axis gyroscope looking thing, which I have a picture of. And again, which I believe was probably held on by this device. We see an axis here, and this thing probably rotates. And they hit this thing with light, possibly from a group of mirrors or lasers. Again, to see the cone-shaped light, I believe we're looking at, as we're looking down the lens array. Actually, hold on a second. Let me show you the patent idea. This is, I believe, the reflecting back to the light. That's the light that's coming. Go back and look at this, but this light source is coming through here. This is the object that's spinning, then bouncing this light back down to here. And this is spinning through the sill, hoping that we don't see it. It does send a narrow cone of light that we see. This is the black dot. The black dot we see, like on this video. This was from the Zion Warrior. Watch him zoom in on this again. We can see the cool black dot as he zooms in on the dot, which we now know is a cubical mirror. At some angles, a cube would actually look hexagonal too. You see, you get him to zoom in on this. We'll get right here. Yeah. So the trolls and debunkers would say that that is a camera that is causing it to overload. But that is blown out of the water with that myth, because here we see the black dot rising on the sunset reflecting on the water. We fast forward this. Here's the black dot again, and we see it reflecting on the water below. So we know that this thing is real. It's spinning in front of the sun. And then from the Steve Olson Scott channel, this is what was captured on the same similar device with an analog camera capturing the same thing. This, I believe, is the Fresnel lens in front of it, which scatters the light, I believe, in front of the cube. And then the reason why we have the fake sun, I believe this is the reflector dish that reflects the light onto the spinning cubical device. And then we see that images or an FAA camera and around the world this hexagonal mirror because it's the source of light. It's coming from the bouncing, from the spinning mirror. The cone-shaped light that we see is, I believe, coming from these cones of light. I believe this would be the black dot. It's not in alignment with it, but these would be the black dot and the cone shape. I believe it might have two sides of this spinning Fresnel lens, but we can watch this thing rotate as well in front of it. And the sun, or rotating sun flare. Yeah, okay. You need to wake up, people. This thing is real. It's really out there. Why is it out there? Well, perhaps this is why it's out there. This is a Fox dark sun halo. And here we can see I want you to focus your attention on a few things in this picture. I want you to notice the outer diameter of these halos never changes, but the diameter of the inner fake sun does. And we could see when high altitude clouds or make it look smaller and low altitudes make it look bigger. Notice the changing diameter. If that would have been the true sun, it would have never changed in size because of the angle of light that approaches the Earth. I also want you to notice to see how whatever object is now eclipsing the light is no longer, it's not even a balanced halo. Look, we got more light on this side and less light down here. This is over Fox News. Yeah, you're looking at a eclipse. And now, just like in my demonstration, we have a real sun and a fake sun like the flashlight, and then we get chemtrails in front of it like this paper, high altitude, demonstrating that light is changing the diameter of the sun according to the altitude of the clouds. That again would be impossible unless it was a smaller, much closer source of light. And for those of you who still might be new to this, eclipse, if a planetary body goes and blocks our sun, they turn on the simulator, and I believe they can dim the brightness up and down as well. And so when we have an eclipse, they turn on the fake sun, and then we get the sun halo like we saw in that Fox News time-lapse video. And at a certain point during this halo, there will be a loss of heat. No, the sun simulator does not create heat. It's smaller. The real heat of the sun can pass through the sun simulator. We still feel it. Doesn't block the heat. But we feel a heat loss when it gets eclipsed by another celestial body. So, one more thing about the lens array, but we also have evidence of the lens array and the sun simulator with the rotating cubical mirror now we've discovered. Watch the reflection of this thing bounce from this oscillating light as the sun simulator passes from behind the lens array. Focus here and here. I believe this again is because of the spinning cubical mirror in a very timely rotating manner in a time-lapse video over Australia. And the lens pedal effect from the sun simulator. Anyways, please copy, like, and share this video. Have a blessed day. See you at the Lord's Supper.
In Jülich nahe der holländischen Grenze steht die größte künstliche Sonne der Welt. Das Deutsche Zentrum für Luft- und Raumfahrt DLR hat im Frühling dieses Jahres den Betrieb des Hochleistungsstrahlers Sunlight gestartet. Es ist eine weltweit einmalige Anlage. Die künstliche Sonne besteht aus 149 Strahlern. Zusammengenommen erzeugen sie die Lichtintensität, die mindestens dem 10.000-fachen der natürlichen Sonnenstrahlung auf der Erdoberfläche entspricht. Projektmanager Dr. Kai Wiegert erklärt internationalen Journalisten den Einsatzbereich.
I'm standing in front of Sunlight, which is a high-flux solar simulator
Ich stehe hier vor dem Sunlight, einem Hochleistungs-Sonnensimulator in einer einzigartigen Größe. Er kann konzentriertes Licht für die Forschung und den industriellen Einsatz produzieren. Und wir generieren gleichmäßiges Licht in einer Menge, wie es bisher nicht möglich war.
An amount which was not available so far.
Der Schwerpunkt der Forschung soll in den nächsten Jahren auf der Entwicklung von Herstellungsverfahren für solare Treibstoffe liegen.